Howdy, this is Han demonstrating our walker counter. So we're going to start out with 0 people in the database, which is why the total number of people is 0. And we'll have someone walk by in the correct direction, so she walks on by. Now the total people counted should be 1 person. So we'll zoom back in on that, and there we go, it is correct. So now we're going to have someone walk the opposite direction, so he shouldn't be counted. So there he goes. Now, when we zoom back in, the total people counted should still be 1. Good, it is. Okay, so let's move on to the website. So there's a homepage with 4 links. The first link is for deleting data. The second link is for editing location names. The third link is for displaying data. And the fourth link is to display all the records in the database. Now, we're going to show you how to edit a location name. So currently we have this name called default, which isn't really descriptive. We want to make it more descriptive. So we'll hit edit location name. And now we'll copy in the location coordinate, which is why we have that table on the bottom so that you have easy access to those. And we'll put in a new location name, HRBB. We hit submit, and it'll print a message saying what the name was changed to, and then there it is. It worked. So now we'll move on. We're going to show you how to look at records in a descriptive way. So you can have some options here. You can say pick location and date, and then give it a starting date. So the first time you want to look at data, and the end date for the last time. You have to click by year, month, day, and hour. Now you can go to the location coordinate. So location coordinate, again, you get it from the table, nice and easy. It's right there for you. And an interval length, which we'll pick hours. So we're going to look at 1 day, and we're going to want to display those statistics. So now this will print a very nice graph. It shows you the highs and lows throughout the day and for every hour. So if you'll see, we have a table of all those data points, and you can see the max, the min, the mean, the median, and the mode. So now we'll return back to the home page, and we're going to try a different option for display data. So this time we're going to look at both a location and a date, but instead we're going to look at a week worth of data. So we'll pick our interval length to be a day, which means we're going to count how many people for each day in that time period were there. Just like you could pick a week, a month, a year. And we don't really want statistics for this. We're just going to look for an overview. So there you have it. Nice little graph there. And it shows you the total number of people counted for the entire time range. So we're going to return back to the home page. And we're going to do location. So we don't really care about the start and end date. It'll grab it from the table. And we're going to see what this is going to show us. So when you see there's a big outstanding data point that probably looks wrong. Maybe the sensor fell down, something happens, where you want to go delete that data. So we're going to delete the past 24 hours. And let's go and look at that data again. So we'll go back to display data, pick the same options, and hopefully now the graph is going to be more descriptive because we got rid of that extraneous data point. So if you look now, it went back to 0, but it's much easier to see that trend those previous days in the week. So now let's try a different option. So we're going to do another deletion of data because when we look at this coordinate, there's going to be a bit of a problem. And this time, we're going to delete this thing because we can see there's some trends there the previous week, but it's not really clear. So we go back to delete recorded data, and we can specify the time range we want because we don't want just the past 24 hours. We want a very specific data point taken out. So you can do this for individual records too if you need to delete only one record, not an entire multiple records at a time. And if you see there, much nicer graph. So thank you for listening.